Today, we are ranking every single Mario and Luigi villain from worst to best. So let's get started. By the way, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. It really does help out a lot with everything I'm doing. All right, let's get into the video. So in last place, I think is Bowser and Paper Bowser. Look, I can stand Bowser in the 2D games. I can even stand him in the 3D games. But when he's the main villain of an RPG, I cannot stand him. Get me wrong, Paper Bowser makes a huge difference. But it's just Bowser and Paper Bowser. Sure, they do have some funny moments, but it's not that good to have a villain that we've seen a million times be the main villain of an RPG. At least in my opinion. Also, I love how Kamek is just so confused in this scene. I mean, just look at him. You okay, bro? At number 5, we have Antasma. Antasma is just a bad villain. I mean, he's more goofy than saying I like an intimidating, good, actually evil villain for the main villain of the game. Well, until Bowser takes over. But still, I prefer a good villain, not a goofy one who talks stupidly. I don't like this. But I am putting him above Bowser because at least he's original villain. And he doesn't really have much personality. He just is kind of showing up, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't really like Antasma. I don't think he's a good villain. I don't think he builds on the story that much at all. So, yeah, that's how I feel about Antasma. In number 4, we have Cackletta. Now, this was one of Nintendo's first ever actual original villains that wasn't just like Bowser, Wario, or Donkey Kong, and they did a great job. Basically, Cackletta steals Princess Peach's voice in order to awaken the Bean Star. The Bean Star can grant anyone's wishes, and she wants it for herself. She's kind of like this witch, but also like this bat, and she has an interesting personality. She's actually a really good first actual original villain Nintendo made. I thought they did a great job with this character. She's kind of competitive in a weird way. I don't know if it's just me, but it just feels like she's just more competitive than anything with the bros. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. She's just crazy. She's a crazy villain. I mean, she does something actually really interesting. She steals Princess Peach's voice. Like, what? How? Princess Peach's voice? Like, that's an interesting thing to steal. Like, okay. But still, I don't think Cackletta is the greatest out of this list. But she's definitely a really good villain, in my opinion, with a really good personality, like I've already said. And I just love her competitiveness and her attitude with things. It's just great. She's not just goofy like Antasma. She's not just bland like Bowser. She is just perfect. A perfect villain for one of my favorite Mario and Luigi games. At least she's perfect for this game. There are a few other villains that I think are better than Cackletta. In third place is Fawful. Fawful is everybody's favorite villain in the Mario and Luigi series, and it's not mine. Let me explain why. Don't get me wrong. Fawful is incredible. If you didn't know, Fawful was actually originally the servant of Cackletta. And him becoming his own character for Bowser's Inside Story is just great. Not to mention that his boss fight and the final boss fight against him is just pure awesomeness. I don't know if that's a word, but at this point, I don't care. I mean, Fawful is just great. He's evil. Evil is what I want from a Mario villain. Or any type of villain. Even if I'm watching a movie, I want an evil villain. I want an evil antagonist, not just a stupid, goofy antagonist like Antasma or Bowser. This game is just pure greatness already. But Fawful is also awesome. He's just evil. He's destroyed many relationships with many families just to do his dirty work and just to become king of the world and just rule over everything. Like every villain. I just like how he's just like trying to be comedic, trying to be like a jokey kind of guy, even though he really isn't. He's just pure evil. He doesn't care about anyone else except for himself. He doesn't even care for his own servant, Midbus. He's just great. I mean, everybody loves Fawful, but I don't love him as much as some other villains that we are about to get into. Now, in second place is Reclusa. I know. Look, the boss battle with her is absolutely horrendous. But the character itself, in my opinion, is awesome. In fact, some of her personality kind of mimics Fawful in a way. You know, she just doesn't care for anyone but herself. She destroys relationships and marriages and risks the life of innocent people just to power her up. Now that's messed up, and I love it. Look, the reason why I love evil villains so much is that it adds so much to the story. I love when Nintendo just goes crazy with their villains. And also, it's nice seeing what happens when they get defeated, how the world has changed so much more for good after they're gone. And that's exactly how I felt after I defeated Reclusa. Not only because the boss fight was awful and I just wanted it to be over, but because once she was gone, this 50-hour journey to connect Concordia would finally be over. All the problems will finally be solved, and there will be a happy ending for everyone. I just love Reclusa so much. I feel like her whole villains and the twist she had on the whole story. She turned the game into a very, very, very dark game. And I love it. I just love Reclusa so much. She's a perfect villain who just hates all connections and all friendships with Reclusa. Actually almost made number 1 on this list. I know it's not a lot of other people's favorites, and there is one more that can even top her. Yes, I know. In our number 1 spot is Princess and Elder Shrew. Let's start with Princess Shrew. Princess Shrew is actually Princess Peach with a thing on her face. And she then gets possessed by this and turns into Princess Shrew. And she is absolutely ruthless. And what I love so much about her is that she's not just trying to take over the Mushroom Kingdom. Oh no. No. She wants to take over Bowser's castle and even Yoshi's kingdom as well. She will at nothing to get what she wants, to rule everything. She is Nintendo's most persistent villain of all time. She just won't give up. She'll even put on shows just to mock the Toads that she's done terrible stuff to. She's just all around messed up. Not to mention her older sister, who wants nothing but revenge over her younger sister being defeated. She is just in need of revenge. The Shroop sisters are absolutely insane. They don't care what's in their way. They are going to conquer it, and they are going to do no matter what to make sure that either it's theirs or it's just completely destroyed. Even the Shroops themselves are interesting. They're just these creepy aliens that have taken over, and I just absolutely love the approach that they took with this. The whole story and the whole idea of this game is just absolutely brilliant, and its villain is also very brilliant. Princess Peach, possessed by a little shroom. Elder Princess Shrew, we gotta go back to her because she is just insane. The final boss battle in this game is not the best, but I think one of the best. It has amazing music, and the end of this game is just awesome. And the fact that you're actually putting together this star, literally helping out the main enemy of this game until you discover that it is the main enemy of this game. It's just crazy. It's so crazy. Well, there you have it, folks. Every villain in Mario and Luigi series ranked. It's okay to have your own opinion. Most likely you're gonna disagree with me, but we all have our own opinions, and this is my opinion. Anyways, bye. See you guys. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It really does help out my channel so much more than you think. See you later. Peace.